How's it going, everyone? It's TrulyMystic, and in today's video, we got a theory video. That's right, we're bringing back the theory series. I haven't made a video on like Fortnite theories, you guys submitting Fortnite theories, in a long time, and part of that has to do with the fact that you guys prefer the hot take series more than the theory series, according to the poll that I asked a while ago. But I did recently ask if you guys wanted to see it back, and a lot of you said yes, so here it is. Welcome back. Welcome anyone who's new or has stuck around. This is the theory series where I react to your submitted theories, fan theories, whatever you may have it. It's just fun. It's interesting to look at and see, what the Fortnite community thinks about the storyline. Because let's be real, Fortnite's weird with the storyline. There's a lot of mysteries in the game, and I think that a fun part about, anything in media with lore are the theories that come from the community. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video and react to some of your guys' theories and see if I believe they're likely or not. Alright, so I'm going to be reading these live because I think that reading them live is a bit more fun than having them prepped. So I'm scrolling through here and I see one theory right here from Purple Cat 69. Amazing name, by the way. I don't have a theory, but I have a lore question in the loading screen. Alright, so this isn't a theory, but Epic Games launcher image for this season shows Midas carrying a bag of gold, but he has the gold touch, so please explain. Wait. Is he actually carrying a bag of gold? Chapter 6, Season 2, bag of gold. Oh yeah, you're right. He is carrying a bag of gold. So in the loading screen, or the key art for this season, Midas is seen in the center holding a revolver, which is gold, and then on his other side, he has a duffel bag, which isn't gold. This isn't really a theory, but you're asking why the bag isn't turning gold. I guess he's wearing gloves. I think that's like the only way to explain it. He's either wearing gloves, or a glove I should say, on that hand, which is why the bag isn't turning gold. And on the other hand, he's carrying the revolver with his bare hand. And you can see the gold spreading throughout the gun and on his hand. So it's either that, or if you look closely, you can actually see like gold bars in there, which I think is what he's primarily touching. So my guess is that the gold bars are what's getting turned into gold and the bag isn't. That's the best way I can explain it. Unless the bag just has some anti-gold properties. But if we're being realistic, it just most likely has to do with the fact that he's reaching into the bag and not actually touching the bag itself. So, yeah. Alright, next theory. It comes from a random dude official. Make a theory on if the Herald won the Chapter 3 end event, Fractured, aka the worst event. I had a little theory, but I want to see yours. Alright, so if the Herald won the Chapter 3 end event, the event where the map basically exploded. I'm pretty sure the Herald did win. Like, wasn't the whole goal of that one chick back in Chapter 3, at the very end that turned everything into chrome, wasn't her plan basically to destroy the map? That's what I got from it at the time. And I think that her plan definitely succeeded if that was the case. But if her plan wasn't to turn the map into chrome and explode it, maybe just to take it over, I guess the map would just be covered entirely in chrome. And all those people that she turns to chrome in the live event, whenever somebody touches the chrome, they like turn lifeless. Maybe they even melt into the chrome, which is weird. It sucks that we never really got an explanation too much, about the Herald. That was weird, and about the chrome properties, which kind of sucks. I guess it basically implies that anyone who touches the chrome dies, which implies that the majority of the 7 are dead because of that. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But the chrome, I think, yeah, if her plan wasn't to destroy the island and basically blow herself up, I think basically what would have happened is next season, if we had like a Chapter 3 Season 5, we would have been on an island full of chrome. And we would have to wear special hazmat suits, to go through it. Maybe suits made out of gold from Midas. Maybe that could have like an anti-chrome factor play into it. And there would just be a lot of nothingness around. We'd still have the chrome splashes and items, and maybe Paradigm would try to save the island or still take us somewhere else. And at the heart of everything, the Herald, we'd have to figure out a way to destroy her. But I don't know. That's my theory on it. I'm not a big fan of the Chrome. I'm not a big fan of the Chrome season. And if we had like another season after that where the map is just filled with Chrome, I would have lost it. So I'm glad that it ended where it did. But to be honest with you, yeah, I don't think not much else would have happened. So that's my theory on that, and I'm definitely interested to hear what you have to say, because I think maybe yours can be a little more interesting than mine, or maybe I could have nailed it on the head. Who knows? Next theory, let's see what we got. Alright, from Flaming Paper Zero. My headcanon is that everything after Chapter 3 Season 2 is non-canon. Interesting, after Chapter 3 Season 2, the War Season, you think that everything after that isn't canon. And the collision event broke the timeline by stealing the 0 point from the imagined order. Oh, the collision event was the event with the mech, and did we reach in and use the 0 points power? I vaguely remember that event. There was like a lot going on though. It's why the story ever since has been super inconsistent, and why we keep getting new maps all the time without any explanation. Okay. Yeah, that one's definitely interesting. So you say that because the 0 point was stolen from the imagined order during that event, that everything afterwards has basically been a mess because of that. That is an interesting point, you know? A lot of things in the Fortnite storyline have been happening like so randomly with barely any explanation. I mean, Fortnite kinda has always been like that. Season 5, we had a cube spawn from lightning in the desert. So Fortnite's always kind of been weird, and you know, not fully explaining things has been a strong suit for them, I should say. But I do like that theory. You know, that is a way to kind of explain things happening without saying, oh, it's happening for the sake of happening. That is an interesting point. The 0 point, we know, does a lot of weird stuff to the map and realities. So yeah, I mean, it definitely can be a possibility. I just don't think it's a super likely one, because you have to remember at the end of Chapter 3, Paradigm took us to an alternate reality, and she basically sacrificed herself to form the Chapter 4 map, right? That map was formed out of, I think it was pieces from different realities, different worlds, all fractured together, put together, glued together with her powers or whatever. And I think that everything that happened on the Chapter 4 map was definitely weird and wacky, you know, because of that. And maybe you could incorporate that into your theory, that the 0 point definitely played a role into making Chapter 4 super random at times. But I don't know. I don't think it's been affecting everything. Like, you can definitely use that as a point to explain what you find canon or non-canon to your liking, but I think things are happening for a reason lately in the storyline, and I think that it is somewhat nice that they've been keeping track of the storyline a little bit since Chapter 5 with Jones and Hope. Moving into Chapter 6, we still have something going there, so I wouldn't say it fully explains it, but it could definitely explain some weird things happening. I think I need a little more proof though to justify it, but overall I'd say this isn't a bad theory. So yeah. And since I don't want this video to roam on for too long, I'm gonna go over maybe 1 or 2 more theories. So I'll do a quick one right here. Let's see. Hopefully this one's quick. From Mr. Seals, my theory is that after Season X of the Fortnite OG game mode, they will move on to Chapter 2. But here's the thing, it will be a separate game mode. I think you'll get to choose if you want to play Chapter 1 or Chapter 2. And after Chapter 2, you'll then be able to choose Chapter 3 and so on. But that's just a theory. A game theory! That wasn't. Okay, yeah, so this has definitely been a point of contention in the community. A lot of people have been thinking that after Fortnite OG Season X in the new game mode that we have out now, we'll basically move on to something new. I always think that after Season X in the Fortnite OG game mode, we'll go back to Season 1 and then the whole thing will repeat itself. A lot of people like that. A lot of people think it's boring. People have different opinions on it. But it would be pretty interesting to see them move on to a new chapter. And I think continuing the trend of Fortnite OG, not just meaning OG like Chapter 1, but OG like Chapter 2, Chapter 3, you know, moving forward. Because obviously, time is just gonna keep moving forward. We're gonna get newer and newer seasons, and then Chapter 2 is gonna feel old, and then Chapter 3 is gonna feel old. So that's not a bad idea, actually. And we also did get Fortnite Remix, which just replayed through chapter 2, but like a short version of it. We didn't even really get to see season 3. So I think there's definitely a lot of people that also want to truly relive chapter 2 and then chapter 3 and so on and so forth. So this isn't a bad idea. If anything, this is more of like a good idea than a theory. But yeah, it's either that or Season X comes, the rocket event doesn't destroy the map and create a black hole, and we'll actually continue on the Chapter 1 island. No one knows for sure. It is a pretty interesting theory though. I think that they could definitely pull back a lot of players and hype for the game if something like this were to occur. So yeah, definitely not a bad idea. And finally, for the last theory, I saved this one for last because I have seen you in the comment sections before. The GOAT, Founders Lawbringer. I want a theory talking about how all the Fortnite news channels specifically neglect any new Save the World content, keeping people uninformed and unaware that the game is still alive. Yes, Founders Lawbringer, I know you, constantly talking about Save the World. Trust me, I'm with you. The thing about Save the World is that nobody wants to talk about it because it isn't popular. It isn't relevant. And it's unfortunate because I think a lot of people would hop on Save the World if more people talked about it. But it's just kind of a whole looping paradox situation. Yeah, I mean, Save the World has had a lot of neglect throughout the years. Not even the mode itself, but as just mentioned, the community. And it needs more love. Then there's a ton of bugs with it. There's a ton of things that need to be fixed. There's a ton of things that should be added, missing things from Save the World. And like, I can make tons and tons of videos about Save the World. The problem is that I don't know too much about it, and I wish I did, because if I knew way more about Save the World, I would basically be like a half battle royale, creative, whatever, everything else, Fortnite channel, and then the other half being all just Save the World stuff, because Save the World lore and just gameplay, all the mechanics and everything is just so cool. So yeah, it is weird though how not a lot of people do talk about Save the World. I think it does need to be talked about more, and there needs to be more attention put into it. Absolutely. I guess this isn't really a theory, but just an absolute, something that definitely needs to happen within the community. So that's that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. There were some pretty good theories in here, and I know that there are some of you out there that probably have some theories of your own. So if you do, drop them in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to react to them and talk about them with you in the next theory video. I want to thank everyone for submitting the theories that we went over in today's video. And if all of you watching did enjoy today's video, please leave a like and subscribe, and use code TrulyMystic in the item shop if you would like to support me there. I hope you all have a wonderful day, keep theorizing, and I'll see you in the next video. It's TrulyMystic, and until then, peace.